Hey folks, Pastor Rocky Branch. Hope you're doing well today. Been a little while since I've been back to see you. I've been in a revival in Maryland. We had a great time. God moved in a great way. One of the things that we dealt with in revival is about the power of witnessing. How that you and I have an opportunity to speak to people at different times, in different places, in different ways. And one of the things that happens about folks when they witness is that they kind of clam up a little bit. They're not sure what to say. They're not sure how to do it. And then they feel maybe that they're invading someone. They're overstepping their bounds, so to speak. Well, let me encourage you about that, because the Bible says in the book of Jeremiah, chapter number 1, that God called Jeremiah from his mother's womb. And God's no respecter of persons. He also has gifts for you and me. And He wants us to use the things that He's empowered us to do. And before we were formed in our mother's womb, the Bible says that God knew us. And that's very important to understand, because if God has already ordained me to be about the Father's business, then what I need to do is adjust my lifestyle in a way that it will line up with what God would have me to do. You see, anything worthwhile requires working on. It's very easy to have an opinion while you're sitting back on the stool of do nothing, but getting up and getting busy is very important for God. Now, the Bible also says in Jeremiah chapter 1 that Jeremiah was called to go to a nation that didn't love God, didn't care about Him either. And as a result of that, this is what God said to Jeremiah. He said, I'm going to send you out to a people that they're not going to listen to you. They're going to try to kill you, and they're going to try to overpower you. Now, what an encouraging word it is to get a witness program going with those credentials in line. But here's what God said to Jeremiah also. He said, they will fight against you, but they will not prevail against you. Now, how important is that to know? You and I are living in a wicked world. It is our responsibility, and it's our time to take the gospel of Jesus Christ. Well, God could bring anybody back. He could bring Abraham back. He could bring the Apostle Paul back. He could bring D.L. Moody back, Charles Spurgeon back. He could give Billy Graham his health back to 15, 20 years old if he wanted to, or if he thought it was necessary. But those people and age has its time. And we have our time today. Right now, you today have your time. There's people you influence maybe more than you think. And there's people that are out there that need to be encouraged more maybe than what you're doing. Or you say, well, Rocky, hey, look, I'm not a preacher. Well, that's okay, because that's a gift that God gives people. You say, well, I'm not a singer. Well, then don't sing. But here's something very important. We are all ministers. We can minister the word. We can share the testimony. We can share with people what God has done for us. Everybody can do that. You see somebody in the store, hey, what's up? One of the greatest ways of witnessing, check this out. One of the greatest ways of witnessing to someone is say, hey, is there any good churches around here? Hey, where do you go to church? You just open the door like that. I was on the plane going to Maryland, coming back. It's a great place to witness because you've got them then. They can't go anywhere. You have to talk, you can talk to them about anything you want to. I just try to choose to talk to them about the Lord. Folks, listen, witnessing is very important. It's a way that we get the gospel out. And as a result of that, your life is critical to God, that you be proactive in serving God and faithful in doing so. Somebody's life depends on it. Don't forget, witness is the key. Listen carefully. Witness is the key. Jesus is the door. The key has to open the door. Somebody has to tell the lost. Someone has to tell the wayward. Someone has to encourage the downtrodden. Someone has to do it. Why not you? Thank you, and God bless you.